Hey, my name is Jiri, I'm the CEO and founder of Matchmade, which quite simply is the leading influencer marketing platform for games. And I'm trying to change my slide, there we are. I really love stating the obvious, so here's one. Companies are made of people, and our company is made of a pretty exceptional group of people. So we have people from companies like Twitch, Supercell, Wooga, Slush. I personally used to work at Disney, so I've been doing games and tech and startups for the past 17 years. Founded my first company when I was 17, sold my previous company to Disney, was the vice president of technology at Disney. My co-founder, CTO Leo, was my first hire at the previous company. We've been doing things together for 8 years. And so all in all, a very, very amazing team that we have. About 20 people across Germany, Finland, and the US right now. And the reason this group of people is looking into influencer marketing is pretty simple. It's about the fact that digital ad spending is going to be about 350 billion globally, just a couple of years from now, which is a fairly large market, but this market has a fairly large problem, and the problem, as always, is millennials. We're ruining the economy. So the thing about millennials is that you can't reach them through traditional ads, and when I say traditional ads, I don't mean just TV, radio, newspapers. I also mean things like web ads. I mean the penetration rate of ad blockers in the US is already at 33% and it's growing. So the reality is that if you want to reach the generation that's going to be driving the economy just a few years from now, you kind of got to do it through the channels where they are. So you got to reach them through the content and the social channels they consume. So this basically brings you to influencers. And when you think about new marketing channels, they kind of always go through this natural evolution. So first you have, the first guy who has an audience and they realize oh man, I can make money from my audience because somebody has a product they want to promote. And thus we get the first banner ad, AT&T promoting stuff on Hotwired. Well, then the next guy comes along and the guy thinks, hey, I know a bunch of people with websites and I know a bunch of people with products. What if I put them together and start an agency? And now you have the first agencies and then they multiply. It gets kind of tricky to run all that because the industry gets so big. So now you need something to help with that. So you get these convenience platforms, which are really like glorified databases that help you run these campaigns at scale. And then the industry grows further and it doesn't really work anymore that way. So you need more intelligence, you need better data, better forecasts, better targeting, you need scalable end-to-end platforms for running these campaigns. And we think this is the thing that's missing from influencer marketing, and we think we are going to be that kind of final link of this industry. What we do today is kind of simple, kind of not. So we basically follow 2.5 million YouTube channels, and every time they release a video, we run automated analysis on it. So we figure out which products are they talking about, how did the audience react, and when we then kind of link that information with a database of 20,000 game titles where we know what kind of games are they, what platforms are they available for, etc. And we can draw some pretty interesting conclusions from that. So once we've done all this analysis, we've analyzed 250 million videos or around that. We can then take that data and we can then provide a platform that allows marketers to do self-service, end-to-end, really well-targeted, data-driven, very trackable, ROI-positive campaigns with influencers. And if anybody has done influencer marketing, you know what a pain in the ass it can be. So we basically automate all the bad parts. We make it very easy to reach the right audiences and track everything you're doing there. Currently, we're doing about 100K a month. That is growing pretty rapidly, so now might be a good time to chat. And as I said, we currently just do two things. So we basically do YouTube, gaming, and that's it. And the way this business is going to grow is on 3 different axes. So first of one is verticals. So today we do games, but pretty soon we're going to be launching support for high tech. So this is like gadgets, this is phones, computers, headphones, whatnot. And after that, we'll be looking at the kind of lifestyle, beauty, health scene. The second axis is platforms. So today we do YouTube. Obviously, Twitch is the kind of obvious next step, and then eventually we'll do Instagram and a bunch of other platforms. And then finally, it's about the types of customers we serve. So today, it's mostly direct deals with advertisers, direct deals with influencers, but we're starting to work more and more with different ad agencies, marketing agencies, influencer networks and whatnot, and we're getting ready to launch a white label offering for the kind of biggest customers of that sort. And the really cool thing about that is that as we advance on any of these 3 axes, it kind of acts as a multiplier. So as soon as we add a new platform, we can offer that to all of our verticals. Or if we add a new vertical, we can do that across all the different platforms. So these are not like +1, they're always like 2x of what we used to do. So to make all this possible, we're just starting to raise a 5 million euro Series A, which basically goes to continued development of the platform, marketing and sales, and then hiring people to launch all these new verticals. I'm based here in Berlin. I'll be here at the conference. That's my email, jiri@matchmade.tv. Very happy to chat. Thank you.